Imagine this. A man walks into a police station and says, "I've buried hundreds of bodies near Dharmasthala temple over 2 decades. What do you expect next? Panic, exhumations, a media frenzy?" No. What you get instead is silence, legal delays, narco tests, court paperwork, 18 days of red tape, while the media and social media circus builds. That's not a delay. That's time to shape perception, time to build narratives. Now fast forward. It's been 2 full days since the exhumation began, and not a single skeleton has been found. Not one. The man said hundreds. But the soil remains silent. And yet, the narrative continues to evolve. Now the claim is, the temple is so powerful they must have moved the bodies. No matter what the truth is, the temple is guilty either way. That, my friends, is not investigation. That's a conspiracy. Yes, a conspiracy. First came the Soujanya case, unresolved, simmering. Then suddenly, a wild, larger-than-life tale of mass burials and cover-ups. And just like that, the storm shifts. From one girl's tragic death to an attempt to dismantle one of India's oldest temple trusts. But what if this isn't about justice at all? What if this is about control? Yes, because behind these headlines could be a well-calculated operation. An attempt to seize control of money, influence, vote banks, and narratives, all hidden beneath the mask of justice. Let's break down the conspiracy, one layer at a time. The empire they want to control temples, trust, and financial power. Dharmasthala isn't just a spiritual hub, it's a multi-thousand crore empire. Let's break it down. Rs 10,000 crore. That's the estimated annual economic footprint of the Dharmasthala ecosystem. Over 56 institutions, schools, engineering, medical, dental, law, Ayurveda, naturopathy, business and nursing colleges. Rs 200 plus crore in student fee income per year. And that's just one segment. The Annapurna kitchen feeds 50,000 people daily, free of cost. SKDRDP has disbursed Rs 35,000 plus crore in microloans to over 50 lakh rural families across Karnataka. The trust provides employment to over 1.5 lakh people. Educators, loan officers, kitchen workers, hospital staff, rural agents. Think about that. This is not a temple. This is a state within a state. An ecosystem with its own banks, schools, hospitals, kitchens, credit systems, and loyal population. No wonder political powers are circling it like vultures. Whoever controls Dharmasthala doesn't just control rituals. They control education, healthcare, rural economy, caste networks, and votes. This is the real prize. This is the empire the conspiracy is trying to fracture. Not with guns, not with courts, but with narratives. Political weaponization. Not the first clash, but the loudest. A long rivalry. This isn't Veerendra Heggade's first face-off with the Congress government. Back in 2017, he clashed with then CM Siddaramaiah over land acquisition issues tied to SKDRDP. In 2018, during the assembly elections, SDM institutions were accused of political bias. Tensions have simmered, but this right here is the nuclear strike. The vote bank play. Yes, votes matter. The whistleblower stepped in on July 11th. The Congress-led Govi moved lightning fast, setting up a special investigation team in days, even before exhuming first body. Why? Because coastal Karnataka is BJP territory. And Veerendra Heggade, a BJP-nominated Rajya Sabha MP since 2022. The temple wields emotional sway, especially among Hindus. Tarnish its name, split the loyalties, create confusion, and suddenly, votes shift. The bigger prize, institutional control. This isn't just about elections, it's about systemic takeover. If Dharmasthala's control is weakened, the state can step in. That means access to school and college boards, self-help loan networks, hospitals and NGO partnerships, rural welfare distribution. All this can then be reoriented to favor vote banks that certain parties want to appease certain sections. So yes, the target may be one man, one institution, but the prize is far bigger. Succession, the power struggle behind the curtain. Veerendra Heggade is the 21st Dharmadhikari of the Pergade lineage, but he has only one child, a daughter, Shraddha. Traditionally, the position passes to a male heir. Right now, there's no clear successor. His brother Veerendra Heggade is proposed to be the next Dharmadhikari. Now pause. This trust controls crores in assets, thousands of employees, and religious authority that shapes millions of minds. And there's a vacuum at the top. What if the real battle isn't outside, but inside? What if this isn't a political conspiracy, but a family coup, a trustee, a cousin, a silent faction, someone who sees opportunity in chaos? There's no evidence yet, no mention of any family disputes anywhere yet, but history has always shown us, when empires lack heirs, empires fall. Not from invasion, but from betrayal. Information suppression, wiping the web clean. Before even one site was dug up, the courts ordered 9,000 online links deleted. Videos, posts, blogs, comments, gone. And in the Soujanya case, the original flame that started the fire, public records on the accused are now heavily redacted. Is this damage control? Of course. But here's what we must ask. Who has the power to press delete on thousands of links overnight? What kind of influence does it take to cleanse the internet? On one hand, it's reputation protection. On the other, it's chilling accusation. If you can erase the narrative, you don't need to prove your innocence. You just have to make people forget the allegation. The real investigation hasn't even begun. So far, here's what we know. A man claimed he buried hundreds. 18 days passed before action. Not one body has been found, but perceptions already created, reputations have already been destroyed. The SIT may keep digging in soil, but we must start digging through motives. You think this is about whether bones are found or not? This is about power struggles dressed up as justice. This is about narrative engineering. And yes, this is about who gets to run the temples, the schools, and the minds of this nation. So next time you hear the word scandal, pause. Look at who benefits, look at who stays silent, and most importantly, look at who just gained access to power. Because when temples fall, it's never just about religion. It's always about control.